Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we look at the weeds in this beautiful park, Octagon Park, which, as you can see, has been heavily color-coded. At least that is the way it's supposed to look. I mean, if you zoom out like this, then you don't really see that much of our very special color coding. But, well, those who've watched it, they know I've tried, And from close up, it looks a lot more color-coded. And we are going to continue color coding and constructing coasters even more after I do a quick vandalism check. Now, I believe I mentioned it last time that we haven't really had vandalism. And right now, there seems to be no exception to that rule. Wow, how crazy is that? We are in like May year 5. And I don't really remember replacing that many benches, or trash cans, or, well, pretty much anything for that matter. Oh, and also, before I started recording, I looked at our money and I was like, wow. Yeah, can I have like 10% of that? I'd be going on holiday instantly. Also, there is maybe a slight touch of hay fever, adding some spice to this recording. You have been warned. Anyway, what I think we should do is expand the park here, because I want to continue building coasters. Last time we opened up this really empty section of the park, but we filled it up quite a bit with slides and other rides. So I think it's time to get more coasters in the mix, and especially more coasters that are gonna match the ratings. And I said last time that we would have all our wooden coasters over here in this section. Well, I lied, huh? But we knew that already. However, we're kind of gonna try and keep our promise. And let's build the wooden coaster over here in this, what is gonna be the green section of the park. So over here. Now, we have two choices. This wooden twister coaster or the wooden roller coaster. And, why don't we just try and make this challenge as difficult for ourselves as can be? I mean, we've, done a good job with the Raxessive. So, I think this wooden coaster is going to be a cakewalk. Also, we still have the mine train, the steel, this one, and this one to do. As well as this one, I believe. This one and this one. Not this one, though. That doesn't count. Do we have this one? The inverter coaster? Really? That's easy. I mean, yeah, that's easy. This is also a challenging one. But we'll see, we'll see. We're gonna get the wooden coaster out there after we expand the path. And I think that we should expand the path over here, right along this flat area. In such a way that we can then later on move with our path to over here and basically keep this flat area for us available as well. So in that light, I think it would be the smartest if we were to expand from, like, say over here, and then, yeah, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the way we are going to expand. There. And let's do this in a clever way. So that is like this. Yes. And then of course we need some fancy bridges. Because they make cool track options or track building options available for us, I really kind of like the idea of those bridges. I think it looks good. And it just gives more flexibility, with where to build what. For the time, we'll leave it as this. Let's quickly get these benches out there. So, there we go. Wait, what? Oh, I'm still constructing the path. I'm like, what's blinking there? Nothing. It seems. And there. Nice. Alright. So, I think right now we should also get some handy stuff here. And we've been like, you know, doing it like just with bare minimums with our staff. Which turns out to be really good for our finances. But right now I'm starting to think like, yeah, you know, we might want to expand. You look, we have nearly no vandalism without any guards, you know. So I feel like we could do like with the 3 guards, you know. Not that we really need them, but we have so much money that I feel like we are selling ourselves short if we don't get a few of these staff guys, right? I mean, it's not that we need them, but still, you know. Oh wow, look at the amount of shops and stalls available. Nice. I like it. Wow. The bathroom 17. Yeah, I don't think I ever really had it go this extreme. Bathroom 17. Yeah, you don't say that every day, you know, in your Tycoon park. Now this is gonna be the green section, huh? So green it will be. And shall we slam down everything? Why don't we? I mean, yeah, at least for the swag, yeah. Let's just slam down everything. I mean, we might as well. We're spending it on it anyway already. Come on, be gone. So, and that's just borderline in the green section. But I'm taking it, you know, green is green. There, have yourself a green hat. Oh, and when you're at it, also have yourself some green t-shirts. Wow, there's plenty of colors of green for us to choose from as well. And whilst you're at it, also have yourself some green umbrellas. Well, we have the umbrellas also at the info kiosk, so we don't have a direct need for them. Well, we might as well. We're gonna add all the greens here. Let's do them dark green. Dark green, I said, so people can see where it has been bought. Nice. Now we also want some food and drink stuff, and for that it doesn't really matter. Ooh, we have a coffee shop. Nice. Let's get one, huh? Wait, am I doing this the right way? I feel like I'm not. I feel like that was facing... No. It wasn't facing the right way. It definitely was. Alright then. Oh wow, look look at all the stuffs that we have available. Yeah, that's kinda insane. It really is. And then let's also get this out there. Imagine that. This is our very first Pizza Hut. So there are no other places where people can buy pizzas. So I expect all of the guests to come over to this section of the park right now. Just give me a moment. I'm back. Alright, so the wooden coaster that we are going to build... Oh wow, look, we get scenery stuff now. Nice. But the wooden coaster that we're gonna build... we're gonna build it like... I want to keep this a little bit free. I don't mind building a little bit of stuff here. But I want to have the main part be over here. Because this is hilly and I feel like this is good for track construction. Maybe we'll have it visit this area a little as well. Intertwine a little, you know, so to say. I mean, I wouldn't mind, you know, going over into the blue section a little. And then, yeah, you know, it's we will figure it out. But the station, and that's the important bit, I want this station to be in the underground. So we have this lifted area here, that's cool. But the station is going to be like too lower. So if we are to set that up, that's going to look like something like this. Oh, and also, we don't need to take care or care about our money in any way, shape or form. Just so you know. And then let's keep the terrain looking as good as we can, because we have the money to do so, huh? Nice. Right, so we're gonna max out the station length, and I don't know how it's gonna you know, how it's gonna turn out in terms of like where the tracks are or how the tracks are gonna go. But I am pretty sure that in the end, you know, we will have this return to the station in a crash-proof manner. But we'll see how it goes. For now though, because we are in the above ground, let's start with a drop. Because we can, and therefore we shall. And then do an on-ride photo section. No, that's not alright. We can do a water splash though. I don't know if that's any good. I'm pretty sure it won't be any good. So, yeah. And then, huh? I mean, I kinda hate wooden support curtains, but at the same time, I feel like for now we cannot escape at least creating the first one. I also don't want to go over here too much, so we will go to height 23 for starters. Nice. Already I'm liking where this is going. I'm very much liking where this is going. Then, yes. Oh yeah. So far, guys, looking good, this track construction. Looking very good, in fact. Ooh, that's a shame. Now, what height is the path at? Oh, that's height 50. So what if we instead were to do something fancy like this? See what I mean with, like, I really like how these path sections are in there. Now this is exactly what I was getting at, you know. Now, I don't know how this lines up, but the speed won't be that great on it. So excuse me. We're gonna go to height 15, and do you see where we're heading at? I think I see where we're heading at. And we're gonna do an on-ride photo section. And we're gonna do some straight. Now we don't want to go too low, because I believe that so long as we stay at like height 12, we should be able to... Of course, you'll always see that there is always a tree in the way, you know? That's pretty much a guarantee for this kind of stuff. And then, yeah, hold on a second. we do not want to build there. Could we, in theory, do this thing the other way around? Not only in theory, but also in practice. So... do we have helixes, by the way? No, we do not have... You what now? Wait, hold on. We have what? We can do loopings? No freaking way. We can do loopings, he says. And it's only just now that I realized this. We do not have the speed to pull one off. Not over there. Do what now, he says? Doing loopings? You have got to be kidding me. Right, well, at least, you know, we're not gonna do those, but, not now, that is. Yeah, let's remove this tree. And then what I want to do is basically see if we can, because we're still at the speed from height 23, so we don't really want to go too much higher than this, because we already have quite a bit of track length, you know, so our top speed will be dropping down. So what I want to do is after this, pass over this track, and then see if we can pull it off to basically pass above here, do like an S-bend of sorts, and then dive into the underground here. Just out of nothing. Yeah, that's gonna be a cool cool track design. But this can do loopings, guys. What? Really loopings? Oh man, that's if only I had known, huh? Also, I believe that so long as we remove these two trees, this kinda doesn't work. So if I were to do this, yeah, no, that's not really gonna work, now is it? But what if we were to do this? Well, this works. Yeah. I don't know really. I'm not a huge fan of this, if I'm honest. I think we'll have too much speed for us to pull this one off. Let's see if we can do like a different approach here. What if we were to okay, so and then maybe like this. Now this works. I might be making things like really difficult for us right now, but I think at least the layout is good for this. So let's continue on, and let's do like a dive of like our, because we are like one off compared to our station, right? We should be. So let's do like a dive of the coaster here. Let's see. What is this gonna look like? So let's do something like this. Now, currently we will have quite a bit of speed, and I really feel like we should do a looping. How cool would it be if we were to resurface over here or somewhere, and then resurface and do a loop? I'm not sure if we will have the pace. Maybe what we should do instead, then, thinking out loud here, is resurface ourselves. We might even want to do that like a little bit further away, like over here. And then resurface and then do like some cool lifting shenanigans, including beautiful terrain shenanigans. Oh wow, can I even? No. Alright, changing the view up then. Nice. Right, so having done this, I feel like what we should do is go over here with the lift. Maybe, what if we move it over one? Then we at least are above our own footpath. I mean, I don't know if that will add anything to the whole lifting shenanigan, but we'll see. Now we're making much more height because I want this looping in there. It is that simple, I want the looping to exist in our track. Oh, and by the way, how cool is this? Huh? Yeah, we have plenty of space here for like a ride to exist. So nice. This can actually be done. That's even cooler. It's not like some impossible thing that we're trying to accomplish here. Now from height 18, I'm not sure, but I believe like the height that we have right now. Yeah, we want to go up here. I believe the height that we have here right now is not enough for us to pull off like a loop. What we might be able to do though is say that instead of like, hold on a second, what if we were to say something like this. Okay, so that's not gonna happen. Wait, so that would require even more straight. All of a sudden I'm not liking our move here right now. Let's approach this differently. We need like one. Oh, we are even the tidiest park in the country. And can I? No. It's not really game. That's not what I want. Let's see. This is kind of where we want to be here. It's a little bit intense. I'm not sure if this will turn out to be good, but we'll see. If not, we'll have to do an alternative approach to this section. We can figure something out. I'm sure of it. Yes. I'm liking this. We don't really have much leeway either. I don't think we can go much lower with this, but would you look at this? That is if the thing wants to be built. Would you look at that? It wants to be built. Right, now what? Now what? So, what height are we doing this at? I'm just curious. We're doing this at height 10. In theory, I would then be able to go around like this. This is definitely doable. And then ooh, how cool is this gonna be? Now, what I want to do, because look where we are right now. This is kind of like a cool section. We have like this three-way track piece here, you know. Instead of going up, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go down. And if we go to intense, which there is like a real chance that that might happen, what we can do is we can go either, you know, not so steep over here, and then just do this track bit a little bit higher. Is that an option? Is it really? Doesn't seem to be. Ah well, you know what? Just to be sure, what we'll do is we'll add brakes here. To limit us to 75 kilometers an hour. That way we at least know that if it goes through here at like 70 kilometers an hour, and then it goes to another drop, we at least know that it won't be too extreme. So, and then we'll just do like a regular drop here to height 3. Nothing too extreme. Like this. Now, could we do like another cool section, like out somewhere with the path? I kind of want to at least resurface once more, like maybe over here in the back, and just do some cool traction against, like in parallel with the park here, you know, with the park border. So we would have like a long diagonal, which, well, technically horizontal section, so to say. I think that would be a cool thing to have. Now, speed on this coaster right now will be bonkers mad great. And I believe that it will even be able to just pull off like a section like that without too much issues. So let's just, to be sure, you know, lift it, because you never know, but yeah. There. So this is like our entry into the surface area once again. I'm not entirely sure where the corner is made, but I'm pretty sure we'll hit it like soon-ish TM. So we might have a few blocks in there, you know. All of a sudden, seems to not be too bad. Not sure if the guests will like this curve though. But then again, is that my issue? No, it is not. Let's go with like a wider curve here. And in theory, we are lined up okay for... I believe this might actually be like terraforming issue, yeah. So, all we would need to do... balls. Yeah, this is anything but easy. I believe that would solve at least this bit. This. And then, yeah, there's trees there. We would need to go to height 15. And then... Come on, trees. You're starting to annoy me now. When you annoy me, you know it's not good. Be gone. It has been enough bothering me, you know. Now we come from height 21, so we definitely want to lift this up here to like this pace. What we could do in theory, because this is like an atypical look for a lift. We could at least do, you know, like our beauty piece, which is loved by all of you. And do something like this. And then, what we could even do is... Oh, no, never mind. We'll do it like this. Look, and all of a sudden... I mean, I don't think I can get away with doing like a curve like this, so what we would need to do is... Now what we could just do is go straight. And then go even further down here, because there is like this hill section here. Now mind you, speed on this thing right now is bonkers. if I don't know if that's like an expression of speed, but it is for now, bonkers. But here's what I kind of want to do. Ew. Yeah, no, that's not kind of what that's kind of what I do not want to do. So that works. Wow, there is so many trees here. I can't see the woods through the trees. Come on. And then what we could do is go down just a little here. And I think right now we have like what we need here. So it would be good for us to go back on to like the station, because I also feel like we have absolutely passed the 1200 meter mark, or however much it was. So we can... Come on, game. You know, I really hate trees. You know this. Ooh, you know what's even more interesting? We are at like station height. So long as we manage to squeak by this track bit here, we should be good. But I'm not gonna. We're gonna go down a little bit lower here, in fact. So if we were to go over here, now we're at height 11. What we need to do is, you know, avoid our own track here. Curve it around. Oh. And interesting. That's our own track that's bothering us over there. And over there. And definitely will we hit our own track over here, I feel. What if we were to say, okay. Ah, interesting. Hold on a second. In that case, we might not have as much leeway as I thought. Maybe we need to go down even deeper with this then. Well, that seems to work. We are a bit lower than I want to be, because I want to line us up for the station, and I believe for that we're like on this line. And we need to be like 2 lines over. So what if we were to do like a water splash? And then say let's see. Oh, and then there's a roller coaster in the way. Now, is there really now? Do like another water splash? So we have like 2 consecutive ones. And then, yeah, we are like miles off from our station. Let me rearrange this, because in theory we should be able to do something like this. Now this lines up almost to... it still seems like, yeah, no, that's almost there. Right, so can we actually go straight one further and then do this? Because now we are lined up. Now, I'm not sure what would happen if we were to just... Oh, yeah. No, never mind. No. Water splash? Also not gonna happen? Come on, man. I want my water splash in here. What's the issue here? I mean, if you don't want a water splash, you can just say so, huh? That's actually easily fixed, because what we can do is just go down even one further here. I mean, that doesn't change anything for, like, lining ourselves up here. Now, does it? No. It should allow for a water splash. Really, game? Are you going this hard on me here? Never mind. It's actually not in the cards. Is there, like, anything we can do here? I feel like if we were to go down here, like, that's just stupid. Let's do this in a whole different manner. Let's say that we were to go over here, because right now we are at like height 11, right? And we are misaligning ourselves just slightly with this exit or entrance into the underground. So now we have like our very first water splash. Let's say that we then go round over to this bit. And then, oh. Can we have like us going up by 2? I feel like we should have the pace to go up by 2, but just to be sure, we will lift it, you know, you never know. Oh, and also, we should need like a wide curve here, because that makes it easier. And then, and this is easily fixed, right? Yes, nice. So, just where exactly were we again, huh? Yeah, this is becoming a mess. I am aware this is a true and total mess. So there, this is how you do track construction the best, you know, without without seeing the track all by the numbers. Oh yeah, I know, right? For now, I believe what we should do is just, well, what we could do in theory, could we? No. Oh, we have the best food in the country award. Let's at least add like brakes here. But I feel like this thing won't be crash proof. I wanted to design it in such a way that it would be, but I feel like it won't be. Anyway, guys, we have quite the exciting coaster here. All I can say is I really like our track design. And we have a looping section in there. Yeah, nice. Also, because of the way this coaster is constructed, let's do the coolest thing ever and have the queue pass alongst the... Hold on a second, am I just missing it here? Yeah, I'm completely missing it here. Also, I'm totally not seeing at which speed things are happening. So, if the coaster needs fine tuning, I might have to look at the test run again. Oh well, you know. Oh, that also doesn't help. Wow. Oh wow, that's way too much pace. Oh, that's not looking good, guys. I'll admit, that's not looking good. This is completely over the top. This is absolutely not looking alright. Yeah, about this. I can say pretty sure, pretty safely, that this needs reworking. Yeah, that's just bad. I mean, how is it doing for the rest in terms of vertical G's? Aside from this spike, we have been having all our G's just below 3. And then there is like this extremity, basically. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's really bad. And then all the other G's seems to be quite alright. You know, we have quite a bit of curves. It's arriving at the station. Okay, so let me get the exit track out here. Track? I mean path, of course. That's what I meant to say. Let me see, because I want the supports on, and I believe that so long as... what track am I? Yeah, we need to stay clear of this curve, else we won't be able to hook it up. But that should be doable. Oh, we also have fancy sign options now. Nice. Right, okay, so, yeah. Well, oh, that's actually not too bad, and that's all over here in this area. Just look at the vertical G's coming up. Look, and then yeah, see, this is way too extreme. So if we can fiddle a little bit with this loop, which I feel like we totally can do, then we should be all golden. Now, like I said, there is quite an easy fix for this. By not going down as low as we are. And basically say that we have like the drop over here. Now this is height 20? Seems right. So let's work to height 20 from over here. Which we've just done. Shake it, curve it, break it, work it, work and sharpen. And look, there we are. And what we have over here is even better. We have like the opportunity to add in like brakes. Now, I don't know what pace it will need, but let's say that 43 is already faster than, or slower than it's going. So let's build this and let's test it again, and then especially watch the G's. Because I feel like right now, you know, and we might want to tune this down even further. But I feel like, wait, that's not, that's not what I wanted. I'm just pressing random buttons here. Ooh, look, we get cool snow theming here. Nice. Oh, guys, we are so gonna go bonkers with the scenery here. You do not want to know. Now, has it already done the looping part? I feel like it hasn't, and it will resurface. Yeah, look now, there it's coming. Nice. So now we need to look for like the vertical G's here. Is it better? Yeah, that's much better. Much better. Oh. Yeah, much better. And we could even lower this one further, I feel. But we'll see what the ratings are. For the time being, let's say that we are going to charge $6 for this. There. And then we want this checked every 2 to 10 minutes. And we are, how are we going to name this? Oh. Yeah. How are we going to name this? We are going to call this the Emerald Dream. Totally not a reference to some game I might have played in the past, you know. For those who know their lore stuff. Yeah. Also, it hasn't even done test right. Ah, man, and you know, I totally forgot to check that when we lost at the previous, you know, like rating stuff of this coaster, because the ride length hasn't been changed, but I just totally forgot to check what it was. So now look at this. All of a sudden, this seems much more bearable. It is 1731, which totally means you are accepted. Oh, man, I am quite curious though. You know what? Because I also just now look at the clock and I'm seeing like, oh wow, yes, we are definitely starting to do overtime again. So what we're gonna do is we are going to color the Emerald Dream, and I'm pretty sure that the ratings will be okay. Now over here is the yellow section of the park, and over here is the blue section, and we will say that this is the border of the green section, which is kind of true. So let's just go with the main color scheme first and say green for this with not entirely sure. I mean, these for supports do really nicely. Maybe have like something like this, you know, because it's also a bit more in the bluish section as well. Maybe what we can do is do like this bluish, the Emerald Dream. I think this is okay. And then, of course, we are gonna do the. Oh wow! Yeah, we're doing scenery, guys. All the stuff is appearing. And then what we're gonna do is do like this with this, and then the white support is like the alternative color scheme. So and that will be just this curve here, you know, because that's just on the border. And then there's also this part here, which is just on the other side of the path, basically. So we're gonna say that that's all part of it. Nice. Right, and then we're gonna say this is in the green, but this is definitely in the yellow. So we need like an alternative color scheme 3, which will be, you know, let's have this be the, and then that be this. Yes, and then we can have like no, we're gonna go with the white supports too over there. Yeah, So that will apply to this curve there. Nice. Oh, and then, and then I almost forgot, but last but not least, we also need the cars, you know, and are they gonna be green? You know, maybe not. Maybe we will have the green linings here, like a black, yeah, emerald dream. Black cars, green seats. Yes, totally. You know, get some contrast in. Very nice. So I think, guys, that we have a pretty cool. I don't even know what number of coasters this is, but a pretty cool, somewhat 6th or 7th coaster or something, which will probably be, you know, passing the rating check that we need for this park. So, yeah, we need to build even more coasters and maybe, you know, just slam down a few quick rides here. Just maybe, you know, because there's like this big empty void here, which we need to fill up. But we'll do that and more next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.